Having experienced 3 losses in his 25-bout career and 1 title challenge, Denzel Bentley feels champion Zanabek Alimkhanuly has reached his limit and he is coming for a second go-around. Let's talk about Bentley, his renewed vigor for the sport, and what his chances are in a rematch. Though he has the experience of having faced Zanabek Alimkhanuly a few years ago, Denzel Bentley, through trial and error, has found himself in a position where he could be challenging the WBO middleweight champion once again. Coming in with a record of 21-3 with 1 draw, Denzel has found that he has learned some things about the sport of boxing himself and how to approach his career going forward. He's not relying on being the newest challenger for Zanabek, but he is looking toward the opportunity of becoming a world champion, and based on his past experiences, he feels that he is now ready to take that next step. What I am admiring is his dutifulness to come back, realizing that though he didn't win on his first challenge of Zanabek, he understands that Zanabek, though he was victorious in their November 2022 fight, Denzel may not have been at his best, but he showed signs of being able to do some things against Zanabek in that fight that had he been more consistent, he could have prevailed. He followed that up with a loss to Nathan Heaney, which was a surprise to both himself and the boxing world, and now he feels that he has learned after putting a string of 3 victories together. I always thought that Bentley was a better fighter than advertised. I don't know if it was motivation, I don't know if it was the lack of focus, but he seemingly has turned a tremendous curve. And when you look at a fighter like Zanabek, who has not gotten better, who's kind of trailed off and has been existing on guys that are not quite up to his level, or guys who are hungry enough to challenge him, we're going to see if the WBO champion faces Bentley a second time around, whether or not the fight could be different. You remember Jerron Boots Ennis when he took on Karen, and Karen in their first fight showed that he could survive against Ennis, but in the last round, the 12th round of their first meeting, he attacked Jerron in a way that surprised him and actually possibly won that 12th round of the fight, though he lost a huge unanimous decision. Come the rematch, he fought the entire rematch the way he fought the 12th round of that first fight, made it a closer contest, surprising Ennis once again. I believe something similar could happen if these two face one another once again for that WBO strap. Zanabek has found himself to be a little bit complacent, and Bentley, the British fighter, has become more motivated. I love that because it's showing us once again Just because someone has a setback or has taken a couple of lessons in life, that doesn't mean that they could not have not learned from their lessons and become better as a result. He has even mentioned that Janabek is an amazing fighter, a great fighter, but I don't feel like he's a developing fighter. I don't think he's getting any better than he already is. And I feel that like I've gotten better since then and still have a higher ceiling and can still get better. Bentley's comments are from a guy who is a student of the game. I will leave a link for Boxing Scene article where he gave an interview and he spoke at great length about these very items that I've mentioned in this video. The thing about it is, it's what I've talked about consistently about fighters, activity, inactivity, and desire, legitimacy, and legacy. This is why, if they fight for a second time, I'm going to lean toward Denzel Bentley becoming the victor. He's looking at the sport through the correct lenses, and for a fighter like that, who has taken losses and turned them into lessons, it is for his best interest. This is Stormy B Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, the third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.